What's good, YouTube? Welcome back to my channel. It's your boy Terrence, YouTube's news reporter. And if this is your first time here, man, make sure to like and subscribe button so you become part of the family. Now, let's talk about episode 8 of All American. Unlike my other videos, this one's going to be relatively short just because, it's only a few things I really want to chime on. And we already know what the main topics are here. And that's Olivia and Spencer, right? Right. Okay, so let's talk about that first. Olivia has finally came clean and she's told Spencer that she loves him. She finally came clean and told him that she loves him. Like, we've been waiting for her to say this whole time. We've been waiting for Spencer to say, "I love you, Olivia," which happened last episode. And in this episode, Olivia finally told Spencer that she loves him. But here's the huge twist. Like I always say, this show comes with some twist. She runs in the back of someone's car. And the twist here is, of course, she is not sober, and she wants Spencer, of all people, to take the rap for her. Now, if Spencer takes the rap, he's going to get kicked off the football team, because you already know the principal does not play. So Spencer has a huge decision to make right now. Either he helps out his potential new girlfriend, which is Olivia, or does he not do anything? I mean, honestly, it's like a lose-lose situation right now. He's trying to save Crenshaw. He's trying to save the high school and all that stuff. But if he doesn't take the rap for Olivia, does he lose his new love? Like, what do you do? That is a lose-lose situation, man. I feel for him. Now, let's talk about Olivia and Layla. Clearly, their relationship is no longer a thing, right? We already knew that. Like, once Spencer came clean about, him loving Olivia to Layla, like, we already knew their relationship was going to, end, right? But when Olivia tried to talk to Layla, we knew things weren't going to turn out good. But I didn't anticipate it going this south. They were going back and forth saying, who wasn't a good friend, who was a better friend, and all that good jazz. But when Olivia was making some of her points, it got me thinking. And I was like, damn, Layla actually is a crappy friend. I mean, if you really think about it, Olivia was right. Layla is a crappy friend. Golly. Whew. Why is she still friends with her? I mean, honestly, them breaking up, their friendship might be for the best. I mean, it really might be. I mean, it's going to be awkward now, but it really might be for the best if you really think about it, Hop in the comments, man. Let me know what y'all think. I honestly think them not being friends anymore is probably best. I really do. Now, while we're on the topic of friendships, let's talk about Coop and Spencer. Honestly, I thought they were going to rekindle their friendship this episode. In my mind, I just really thought they were going to rekindle things, especially when they both got voted, potential homecoming king, homecoming queen, and they had to give their speeches. I was like, okay, they're going to, rekindle things here. They're going to make things up, and they're going to be friends again. And when Spencer gave his speech and he kind of gestured towards Coop, I was like, oh yeah, they about to become friends again. Then Coop, she gestures back to Spencer, and I was like, oh yeah, they're definitely about to become friends. Then all of a sudden, she started talking reckless, and she dropped out of school. Like, what the hell is going on with Coop? Coop, takes one step forward and, 3 steps back. It's not 1 step forward, 2 steps back. She takes 1 step forward and 3 steps back. I don't understand her decision-making at all. I don't really know what goes through her mind. I mean, clearly, yeah, she's a high school student and she's really not thinking straight, but what is wrong with her? What does dropping out of school really do for you? What good is it doing? You have to get some type of education. You don't have to go to college, but you at least have to finish high school. I don't know what she plans to do. Maybe she thinks her rap career is really going to take off, that she doesn't need school. But, man, I hope she really has a plan B, because if it doesn't, what's plan B? Back to the streets? What is Coop's mindset? Man, I just don't get it. I don't know, man. I'm just going to leave it at that. Coop kind of pisses me off a little bit, the way she thinks. And I'm not going to dive too much deeper in that. But for my final topic, I want to talk about Coach Baker and this principal. What's up with them two? The principal actually came through and let Jabari's credits transfer over from juvie. So I was like, okay, he did a good deed. But when it comes to Coach Baker, this principal has it out for Coach Baker. And what he mentioned to Coach Baker in this episode, that, Coach Baker punched him so hard, he was in the ER and he had 7 stitches. And Coach Baker was like, I didn't do that. He was like, yeah, yes, you did. Coach was like, that was not me. So I'm wondering, I'm wondering if whatever happened to this kid, you know, he got it made up in his mind that Coach Baker was the one that did it. You know, maybe he had amnesia and he just, you know, had it settled in his mind. Like he is so focused that Coach Baker, you're the reason, you know, I'm out of school. You're the reason I left my family. Maybe he's got bullied so much and someone else hit him or something. I don't know. I'm so curious. Or maybe Coach Baker, maybe Coach was actually an ass when he was growing up. You know, people are sports jocks. I've seen it in my high school. You know, I was a sports jock, but I didn't like bullies, so that wasn't really me. But still, I mean, I don't know, man. Do y'all think Coach Baker actually really punched this kid? Well, I'm sorry, punched the principal? Or do you think the principal is actually kind of like making this stuff up? Because it doesn't seem like, you know, that's in Coach Baker's character. I don't know. I just can't see it, man. I really can't. But on the flip side, again, shout out to the principal for actually letting Jabari be part of this team. So maybe there's a little bright spot in the principal, other than, you know, his 99.99% negativeness. But maybe it's a 0.1% where he actually wants to do some good for these kids. Who knows? But nevertheless, guys, that is all the time I got for you guys today. I told you I was going to keep it kind of short compared to my last videos. The main topic here today was relationships. There were so many relationships broken, and there was actually one that got built again, and that was Vanessa and Asher. And actually, let me touch on that really quick. Vanessa and Asher are a weird couple. I don't want to see this proceed, but what was up with Asher telling Coach about him and Vanessa? Like he's very emotional. Like I don't understand his decision making either. Him and Coop are like they're kind of similar. They make decisions off emotions. I feel like Vanessa and Asher are end up going to get back together. Watch. They're going to get back together. They're going to do their little friendship thing, and something's going to happen. Either Asher's going to make a move or Vanessa's going to make a move. I'm thinking Vanessa. Just the way she comes for Asher. She bought him, you know, some breakfast, brushed off, you know, his shirt and all that good stuff. I think she's playing Asher. I think she's hooking and bait him. She's throwing the hook, you know, the bait out there, and Asher's nibbling on it, and she's gonna reel him in. She's gonna hook him and reel him in. Watch. But nevertheless, guys, that is all the time I got for today. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe. Also, make sure you hit that bell button in the corner to get notified when my videos published. Also, guys, hop in the comment box, man. Let me know what you think about this episode. I don't want to say it was one of the top episodes, but it was still a relatively good episode. But the way it ended and left us on a cliffhanger, I'm so curious what Spencer is going to do. Until next week, guys, I'm going to catch y'all later.